Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler and a short stumpy dome.
Thomas is an E2 060 from the LBSC railway, although originally planned to be a J50. He was made into an E2 due to illustrator Reginald Payne, being a southern man and taking inspiration from the engines around him, decided the future iconic children's character should be an E2. If Thomas was an E2, he'd be the same height as Gordon and only 0.3 feet shorter than Henry, which just looks visually wrong. Anyways, all that aside, today I'll be talking about the character of Thomas in the Railway series. Sources will be provided in the description in case you want to do an unlucky tug and steal my thunder with your own timeline video. I never forgive your unlucky tug. You stole thunder from my Turtles timeline video and your own Railway series timeline video. Disgusting! Thomas was built on the LBSC in 1915. He was shipped over in the same year, and no one understands why. It is believed to be in a wartime mix-up. Topham kept him, but while figuring out what to do with him, Thomas is driving fire and had married Southern women, and in 1920 they refused to leave or be separated from the engine. The NWR and LBSC made a private deal, and Thomas became a permanent addition to the NWR fleet. He was added to the Vickerstown fleet, assigned to the station pilot at Vickerstown, the big station at the other end of the line. He gets tired of working in the yard and wants to, quote, see the world, end quote, and Edward offers him a train of trucks to take. The trucks almost derail him, but he comes out unscathed and sent to work at Wellsworth with Edward. He manages to prove himself worthy later after rescuing the new engine, James, from a nasty accident with the trucks. Topham grants him permission to run the branch line from Knapford to Farquhar. Thomas inherits coaches Annie and Clarabelle and befriends the number 6 engine, Percy, when he arrives on the island during Henry's, Gordon's and James's strike. While running his branch line, he also met Terence the tractor, who saved him from a snowdrift. He also met Bertie the bus, raced him, and won. He also got in trouble with the police and had to be removed from the goods region of the branch, which was replaced by the new tram engine Toby in 1952. Later in the 50s, he fell down a mine and was saved by Gordon, and they agreed to an alliance.
Shall we form an alliance? You help me and I'll help you.
They also assisted the Queen travel to Teignmouth after her coronation in 1953. He also got into an incident when demonstrating to Ginty, one of his near crashes, and then has a crash. He is repaired just in time to go to London with the others.
I'm glad the little girl wrote to us, whispered Thomas to Percy. Isn't it wonderful what happiness a letter can bring?
He begins in 1960 with a crash into the station master's house. While he is repaired, a diesel rail car called Daisy covers for him. He returns later with a new flat running board, and Daisy is kept on the group. He is scared by Percy, believing Percy to be a ghost, but makes a comeback when Percy is covered in molasses and hay, making him look like a woolly bear. During an engine shortage, Thomas, Duck and Percy triple-head the express and almost succeed but fall short of the final station by a couple of yards. While the bridge of Elsbridge is being fixed, Thomas is forced to work on the Brendon branch until the next year. He is invited to the National Railway Museum in York, where he meets various engines such as Mallard, Duchess of Hamilton, and the Rocket, and turns the next year. He attends the 50th anniversary of the Railway series at Teignmouth, where he meets Prince Charles, the Duke of Wales. He found Victoria in a hedge near Elsbridge, a coach which is refurbished and then later added to the fleet of Toby and Henrietta. He attends the anniversary of the Reverend's birthday, where they reveal a statue in his honour at Teignmouth.
My parents, said the prince, read stories about a railway to me as a child. There will never be anything like it anywhere.
That's the story of Thomas in the Railway series. Unironically, the Unlucky Doug's timeline videos are real help in making this, and identify the really important events that were necessary to the video's creation. Thanks again, man. He also got the images for this video in his Google Drive, which is linked in the description of his Railway series timeline video, which I do definitely recommend you check out if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.